Hey guys, Sean here. Beautiful day out here in Chertsey. I'm here with one of my great customers, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I see you got a lot going on here. You did a lot of work. Tell me a bit about your general experience with the UME 28.
A wonderful machine, I would say. I'm about 500 hours so far on it.
Okay, and it's been how long?
Sorry?
How long have you had the unit?
I got the unit since last year, so I'm in the second year of it. Second season, I would say, that I'm digging because I'm not working so much in the winter. But everything you can see here was done with this machine. Basically, whatever, if it's the wood processing, moving and everything we did around that. Same for the rocks, whatever, if we hit the rocks with the hammer or just dig with the buckets, everything was done with this machine. So at this point, I'm really satisfied. Nothing else to say about that.
No kidding. So 500 hours.
Yep.
And I see you did some excavation. You did everything from excavation to woodwork to moving big rocks, I could see as well.
Yep, and still running as new.
Wow, incredible, incredible. So now that we have some general info about who you are and what you did here, let's dive into a bit of the purchasing process. Tell me how your experience was with the whole team at UHI and what made you want to purchase a UHI machine.
Well, at some point I know I need to dig a lot of dirt and I need a good machine, so I start looking on the market what was available, and you got all kind of machine, right? But I was paying attention to details like welding, the way the machine is built, you know, does it sounds rough or does it have any flaw or something? Yeah. And I came up at UHI, which they made that buying process fairly easy on my aspect, from what I can say. It was pretty straightforward, and I just bought it. I fell in love with the machine and got it.
Nice. All right, so for the UME 28, we offer a ton of attachments that go to it. And Alex actually purchased a tote bucket and a jackhammer, plus the whole package price for the 3 buckets, the attachment of his choice. Tell me a bit about the usage of each and every attachment that you have.
Well, basically, there's one thing you need to consider is the auxiliary hydraulic, right? So that came standard in the machine, that all of you to have some more bucket and option, right? Like hydraulic hammer, which was used to, you know, remove most of the rocks around here and break them off, so I can remove it with the bucket. Teeth bucket, you know, that's a no-brainer. You need that in your life. Of course. And the till bucket, that's an awesome bucket, because that allowed me to really grade everything in a perfect condition where I want to have the steps and climb. So that really a nice purchase. And I also have the grapple. Yeah, true. And that's an awesome tool if you're doing some wood processing and wood mill stuff. That's an awesome tool to get.
I see that you have a ton of wood around here. Was this place filled with trees and you did it A to Z?
Yep. I did start back in March. Cutting all the trees, and most of the tree will pull out using winch, but once you winch that thing, you're not going to move it by arm, right?
No way.
And this is exactly where the excavator, you know, just chime in and come in play. Just because you take that tree, you put it, you know, on the top of the pile, ready to be processed, and that's an awesome machine.
All right, so now obviously with any kind of excavation job, you're running into a couple of hiccups. I just want to know what you had to run into, what you had to face with the excavator, and how did the UHI service team help you out?
Well, basically, if you're not working, you're not going to break anything. So if you're doing stuff, you're eventually going to break things. And one of the initial flaw was the thumb. So the thumb itself was not thick enough, you know, so it bent. And I call you guys, and you just send me the version 2.0 of the thumbs, which is working as expected now. So I got a better result with the thumb, and it's got no flaws anymore. It's working as expected. I don't know how many cycles it did on this land, but you cannot imagine. It's handling hard now.
No kidding.
So no worry. This thing was replaced lightning fast, and it's working as expected now.
Fantastic.
So, okay, and really nice experience on that.
And I know, because I had to come here a couple times, the jackhammer, you ran through a couple chisels.
Oh, I think I'm at the fourth one.
Your fourth one, I mean, guys, like the work he's did here is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, I realized after a couple of days of working that when I bought a new chisel, it was 6 inches shorter than the initial one.
That's wild.
And that, yeah, and I'm not at the fourth one.
That says a lot too of how much you're.
Is working as new.
Yeah.
You know, it started every morning and it does the work.
Yeah, no kidding. I know you do stay a bit further away from the store. When it does come times for the excavator, let's say you need a fitting or a hose, is this something that you can find pretty standard on the market?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
most of them. Yeah, there's a lot of product that are available off of the eBay or Amazon market kind of thing. But you know, I broke one of the fuel line.
Yeah.
And it takes me like less than an hour to fix it because that's off the shelf of
100%.
a local store. So yeah, no big issue with having parts or spare parts and stuff.
Nice.
You know, happily nothing major broke, but you know, all the welds are pretty well done and really solid. So I don't have any worry on that end.
Gotcha.
But sometimes you need to just do some regular maintenance, and that's really a nice thing to have stuff available off the shelf or local store or something that in 15 minutes you're fixed and back on track.
Yeah, no kidding. Having that availability is always nice, and you know, it gives you some kind of support knowing that you don't have to drive far out to get that part.
Right. I knew you guys having everything.
Yeah,
you got
we do.
a lot of spare part. Every time I call, I got a really well served, you know, with everything I need. But sometimes it happened on Saturday.
Yeah. So yeah, I get it.
So that's a nice thing to have local store.
For sure.
You know, finding spare parts and pins and everything that is quite standard on that. So yeah, I like it this way. I'm doing all my maintenance myself. And that's a really nice machine for that. Everything's accessible. You can remove all the panels.
Yeah.
Do your oil change fairly quickly.
Nice.
That's a 20-minute job, honestly. So yeah, that's better than my car.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, so I think we dived into pretty much everything. Last question for you. Do you see any improvements you want to see with the service, with the unit itself, anything of that sort?
Nothing to say about the service. They always just answer the phone or give me a call back with some nice news and good
stuff.
Options at least. So, no, service is perfect. Nothing else to add on that. I would say if you're looking for doing any kind of work like that, don't hesitate a sec. You're gonna have better result doing yourself your work, and I don't see any needs of buying a more expensive machine to get the same result at the end, right? So
yeah, no kidding.
You basically got more for the
I mean,
buck,
you're
right?
I mean, you're the perfect proof of doing a job A to Z with our unit and not having any.
So initially that came from my wife. She was asking to have a basement on the house.
Okay, gotcha.
So I tell her, okay, but that's super expensive, you know, excavation and everything. 100%. So I decided to buy my own.
The one behind us.
And I did the work for at least half of the price.
Wow.
I would pay someone else
Incredible.
to do that kind of work. And the beauty of it, I keep the machine to do all the rest of my needs, road, trenches.
Exactly,
and
such
stuff
a useful
like
piece of machine.
So yeah, I won't, you know, this, I will just keep it the rest of my life for sure.
I love it. I love it. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you have some work to do to keep going. So Alex, thank you so much. That was incredible. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.